the chip in the vanilla ice cream.
Yes. Yes.
For sure.
So I've used that in the past. In fact, with some of my contemporaries, we go to a conference and we're texting back and forth. 3 chips, 2 chips.
Well, Lee, you've been in the business for over 30 years, so you must have seen lots of different.
Well, the interesting part, we've been having these conversations about conferences, and more often than not, when I attend conferences, I'll be one of the few African Americans who are there. And it sometimes takes a minute, I don't want to say to be accepted, but for people to realize that you're there because you are qualified to be there. And one of the things that I did over the years is I've been very big on education. And I think at this present point in time, I have 9 professional designations.
Yeah,
and
it's like this long.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And so I did that primarily, one, for 2 things. One, to show that, yes, I can be qualified at what it is that I do, and to show the clients that I work with that we've taken the time necessary to arm ourselves with the education to be as knowledgeable as possible so that we can advise them in a advisory type of capacity, so I can say to them, how can I help you? And so it's interesting because I know as the women or the Hispanics or the Asian, when we go places and we get into the masses, we'll find that we're one of one or one of two. And we have to be a recognizant of that, but also be an example so that others can follow us.
You had a great visual that you told me. I don't know if you remember this analogy, but do you remember the analogy you shared with me about what it's like to be at a conference in financial services? It's helpful.
Did I really say that?
Do it.
It was so helpful for me because when you said this analogy, I'm like, oh my gosh, that must feel amazing.
I think she's going to the chip in the vanilla ice cream.
Yes. Yes.
For sure.
So I've used that in the past. In fact, with some of my contemporaries, we go to a conference and we're texting back and forth. 3 chips, 2 chips.
But I thought it was so helpful because
That's the visual.
it's a visual, because if you are not noticing that because you are in the majority, because I've shared that visual with our leaders at LPL, and it's so helpful because once you hear that visual, I can't go to a conference ever again and not see that visual. So it's actually helpful for those who may not see that. So that's
For
very
the
helpful.
female advisors, what I just joked is that there's no line to the
That's
women's
right.
bathroom. So we go to most sporting events or any kind of event, concerts or whatever, our bathroom is looped around the building, but financial services
See,
walk right in. But
that's one of my metric is to lengthen the lines of the women's restrooms at the conferences.